Hare Krishna, everyone. Thank you all for joining us this evening. So today's special program, as we all know, we are here for that special program, the organization of graduation ceremony. So all these beautiful kids have dressed up very nicely. They'll be performing a variety of programs. Before we start, I would like to take this opportunity and thank our host, Aruna Chitra Mataji, or Anshu. As you all know, she coordinates with all the parents, arranges all the programs. She's not just a member of CVA, Calgary Vedic Academy, but she is the administrator who runs the whole show. Because of her dedication, her hard work, whatever we see today, it's because of her effort. So let's thank her with a round of applause. So without taking any more time, I'll leave the stage on with her. She is going to be the host for today's evening program. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. We welcome you all here for a very special day today. The annual day, actually the first annual day of Calgary Vedic Academy. Calgary Vedic Academy was opened 8 months ago from May 2022. And it has been 8 months now that we have been continuously and tirelessly working for the kids so that they can come into the path of Krishna consciousness. Calgary Vedic Academy focuses on the philosophy given by Srila Prabhupada, but in a fun and enjoyable way, so that the kids can learn and they can implement the philosophy and the principles that are given by Srila Prabhupada. They learn shloka, drama, dance, a glimpse of which you will see today. So I welcome you all for this special event, and let's give a round of applause for our lovely, cutie young devotees here. The Calgary Vedic Academy is divided into 4 sections. The Bal Govinda, which are age group of 3 to 5, Gopinath, who are 6 to 9 years old, Madan Mohan from 10 to 13, and the senior ones, Radha Madhav, who are from age groups of 14 to 18. So we have a wide range of kids performing today, from 3, the tiny tots, to someone giving lectures today with the age groups of 16 to 18. So the first, we always start with the tiny tots, the cuties of the group. They are the Bal Govindas from age group of 3 to 5 who would be doing a dandiya dance today on Nand ke Anand Bhayo Jai Kanhaiya Lal ki. Hari Bol. Wasn't it wonderful? A great round of applause also for Ujjwal Rukmini Mataji and Vishnu Priya Mataji, who coordinated day and night for this to happen. But before we move on to our next question and answer round, why don't we test our audience also? They should also be qualified to see it, right? So we would ask a question, and whosoever gets the right answer would get a prize from us. But the question has to do something with Prabhupada. So who can answer this question and they would receive a prize for sure from us? Where did Srila Prabhupada establish the first Gurukul of ISKCON? You need to raise your hand, Prabhu. Now it's out in public. So that is Dallas, that is true. But now we have, see, conflict of interest. That is true, and let's raise our hands for Aranga Madhav Das for the correct answer. Hari Bol. So you need to come back to us for the prize. Don't forget it though. We might. Okay, so the next round of performances are by the group Gopinath from the age group of 6 to 9 and Madan Mohan 10 to 13, who are reciting the shlokas that they have learned throughout this session.
Hare Krishna. I am Saina from Madan Mohan group. Mangvacharan. Om Agyanti Mirandasya Gyananjala Shalakaya Chakshurulmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupam Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yudpat Kamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavansha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sakanrananatam Anvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sadvadutam Parijan Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sakandalita Shri Vishakaanvantanscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gorangi Radhe Vindavaneshwari Vrishbhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanshakalpata Rupescha Kripa Sindhu Bhayavacha Patitanama Pavnebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta-vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Bol.
Hare Krishna everyone, I am Lily from Gopinath Group, Bhagavad Gita 10.8. Aham Sarva Devasya Prabhu Mata Sarvam Pravartate Iti Matva Bhajante Mam Bhuta Bhava Samanvita.
Translation. I am the source of all the spiritual and material worlds. Everything emanates from me. The wise who perfectly knows this engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their hearts. Hare Krishna. I'm Anya from Gopinath's group. I'm going to be reciting this shloka from Bhagavad Gita 10.9. Machita marat prana bodhiyante parasparam iti mata vajante mam Kadyanti cha mam nityam tushyanti che ramanti che. Translation. The thoughts of my pure devotees dwell in me. Their lives are fully devoted to my service, and they derive great satisfaction and bliss from always enlightening one another in conversation about me.
Hare Krishna. My name is Ritika Gopinath Group, Bhagavad Gita 10.10. Tesham satata yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yena upiyanti te. Hare Krishna.
Translation. To those who are constantly devoted to serving me with love, I give the understanding by which they can come to me.
Hare Krishna. My name is Shanvi from Gopinath Group, Bhagavad Gita 10.11. Tesham evanukampasam aham ajnana jam tama nashyami atma bhavasto jnana deepena bhasvata.
Translation. To show them special mercy, I, dwelling in their hearts, destroy with the shining lamp of knowledge the darkness born of ignorance.
Hare Krishna. My name is Anish Gupta from Madan Mohan, and I will be reciting Bhagavad Gita 7.6. Etadyonini bhutani sarvanitya upadhaya aham krishnasya jagata prabhava palayastata. Translation. All created things have two sources, one material and spiritual. I know for certain I'm both the origin and the dissolution.
Hare Krishna. I am Jaival from Madan Mohan. I will be reciting Bhagavad Gita 8.5. Ankale Shambham Eva Smaran Muktva Kalevaram Yaprayati Samadbhavam Yati Nasti Atra Samshaya. Translation. And whoever at the end of his life quits his body, remembering me alone, at once attains my nature. Of this there is no doubt.
Okay. So the shloka time is over and we have understood that kids do know shlokas, but that is not the end of it, and that is not the fun part of the performances today. The fun is coming now with Gopinath performing a drama, and the drama is about Krishna Leela. We are setting up at the moment the jail where Krishna was born, but let's not wait so long because we have another question, and this time Ananda Madhavdas is disqualified. So the second question is, who knows the name of Srila Prabhupada's father? Yes, Prabhu. Gaur Mohan De, exactly. So Prabhu, a gift also awaits you once the program is over. Okay, I think we are all set to go for the Gopinath performing Krishna's birth Leela today. Let's give a round of applause for them. was celebrating the coming of Krishna.
Ishan, Hare Krishna, my name is Ishanvi.
Hare Krishna, my name is Danielle.
Hare Krishna, my name is Millie.
Hare Krishna, my name is Indika.
Hare Krishna, my name is Diana.
Hare Krishna, my name is Angel.
Hare Krishna, my name is Arna.
Hare Krishna, my name is Yash. Hare Krishna, my name is Ciara.
Now I would like to welcome the Radha Madhav, the senior most of the batch, to give us some serious lessons on Bhagavad Gita. So by the time the computer is being set up, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hare Krishna, my name is Tolganai.
Hare Krishna, my name is Sia.
Hare Krishna, my name is Vedant. Hare Krishna, my name is Subhavarta.
Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shanyavadi Pashrate Deshitarine. Hare Krishna, we are the Radha Madhav group, and today we will be presenting on some concepts based on the Bhagavad Gita as well as Prabhupada's teachings. My name is Sia, and I will be presenting on the law of karma and the real meaning of dharma. Okay, so starting off, what is karma? According to Vedic literature, karma is the law of cause and effect. This is based on Sir Isaac Newton's third law of motion, which is for every action, there is a cause as well as reaction. And this also relates to the quote, as you sow, so shall you reap. So as per the Bhagavad Gita, there are different types of actions. They fall into three different categories, including karma, akarma, and vikarma. Karma is prescribed actions which lead to fruitive results. Akarma is real actions which leads you to be free from reactions. And lastly, vikarma is forbidden actions which provide negative consequences. So let's take an example of these three categories. So let's say you're walking across the sidewalk and you spot a wallet on the ground. What are you going to do? So option 1 is to leave the wallet where you found it. Option 2 is to check the owner's driver's license or contact information to attempt to return it to them. And option 3 is to take the money out and whatever is inside the wallet and keep it for yourself. So option 1 of leaving the wallet where you found it is karma or prescribed actions. Option 2 of checking the owner's contact information or driver's license is akarma or real actions. And the last option of vikarma or forbidden actions is taking the money out since you were lucky to find it. So this relates to Bhagavad Gita chapter 9 verse 27. Yat karoshi yadashnasi yat juhoshi dadasi yat yatapasyasi kunteya tat kurshua madarpanam. The translation for this is whatever you do, whatever you eat, whatever you offer or give away, and whatever austerities you perform, do that, O son of Kunti, as an offering to me. So this verse is basically saying that we do not need to leave our duties. We should just put Krishna in the center of all of our activities, since he is the ultimate proprietor and supreme enjoyer of our devotional services. And this is based on akarma, which leads you to be free from all results of your actions. So why do bad things happen to good people and good things happen to bad people? So good and bad things happen to people according to their accumulated karmic debt. Karmic debt is based on the positive and negative actions you have done or you are currently doing. So even if someone is pious currently, he or she may be suffering due to their previous life's negative actions that they have done. And a devotee's attitude towards this would not be to worry or about the results of the actions. It would be to be tolerant and believe that Krishna will surely protect and continue to render their services towards him. And this is related to Bhagavad Gita 18.66. So now that we know a bit about karma, let's learn about dharma. So the definition of dharma is the intrinsic, inseparable characteristics of anything. So a few examples of this include water, fire, sugar, as well as living beings. So starting off, the intrinsic dharma of water is liquidity. So whatever water you see, whether it be tap water or whether it be a body of water such as a lake, the dharma of each type of water will stay the same, and the form of liquidity will also stay the same. This can be applied to fire as well. Fire has the inseparable dharma of heat and light, and whether it be fire from the stove or a campfire outside, the dharma of inseparability will stay the same. This is also similar to sugar. The inseparable dharma of sugar is sweetness, and whatever sugar you taste will stay the same. This can also be applied to the dharma of living beings, which is rendering service. So rendering service is our intrinsic nature. A few examples of this include parents caring for their children, a doctor treating their patient, owners caring for their pets, and serving the nation. Our eternal dharma, however, is rendering devotional service to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. So now that we know a bit about karma and dharma, we will look at the relationship between the two. So karma is prescribed duties which lead to varnashram dharma, or practicing our own unique duties as per our social position. Akarma is devotional services which lead to sanatan dharma, or the eternal dharma of our soul, which is our real identity. And in general, Krishna consciousness means to engage in our eternal dharma while executing our prescribed duties. An example of this in the Bhagavad Gita is Arjuna. He has the role of a warrior and to fight in battles. However, he always does this for the pleasure of Krishna, and he always puts Krishna in the center of whatever battles he fights. An example of this in our everyday world could be of a student. They have the requirement to perform well academically and go into a suitable profession. However, they can use their acquired knowledge and use it to broadcast information about Krishna consciousness to everyone around them who may be unaware of this concept. Thank you.
My name is Tolkanai. I'll be explaining the art of mind control.
He was not there.
So what is the mind? The mind is where our thoughts and desires are stored. The mind's principal activities are thinking, feeling, and willing. For example, our mind will remember something about the past and regret something, and worry about the past, and worry about the future, and dream about a happier life. Our mind will accept something it likes and deny. Previous slide, please. Our mind will deny something it doesn't like. So now we know what is the mind. How do we cultivate right thinking? For example, we sow a thought, we reap an action. We sow an action, we reap a habit. We sow a habit, we reap a character. We sow a character, we reap a destiny. For example, I am thinking of being healthy. My action will be waking up early in the morning. I'll keep repeating waking up early in the morning, and that'll become my habit. And my habit will become my character, and my character will change my destiny to a better life. Right thinking leads to right destiny. Now we know how to cultivate right thinking. What is intelligence? In this example, the boy is crossing the road because he's hurrying to go home. His mind is telling him to cross quickly, but his intelligence is stopping him because it knows that if the boy goes, the car will hit him. The intelligence is the decision maker. Through studying intelligence, we should control our thoughts of the mind. But the Bhagavad Gita teaches us that we are the soul, we reside in the body, the chariot. Our five senses, the horses of the chariot, are controlled by the mind, and the mind is controlled by the intelligence. In Bhagavad Gita chapter 6, shloka 6, it says, Bhathuratmanastasya yenatnaivatnajita anatnanastu shatrudev vartetat preva shatruvat. Translation: for him who has conquered the mind is the best of friends, but for one who has failed to do so, his mind will remain the greatest of enemies. So why do we commit mistakes? In Bhagavad Gita chapter 2, shloka 62 and 63, it says that when we contemplate on sense objects, we attain attachment, then lust, then anger, then our mind is in delusion, then our memory is bewildered, then our intelligence is lost, and we commit mistake. For example, I'm thinking of having a new iPhone. That's my sense object. I'm thinking about it so much that I attain attachment. I go to my mom and ask her, can I please have an iPhone? But she says, no, not this year. And because of that, my lust is not accomplished. I'm angry at her. And then my mind is in delusion. My memory is bewildered, and my intelligence cannot control the thoughts of my mind anymore. And that's why I figure out how to get the phone somehow or steal the money. That's my mistake. So now we know why we commit a mistake. Here's a technique of mind control. Step 1, control our senses. We shouldn't let our 5 senses be engaged in sensual activities. Instead, we should let them be in service of the Supreme Lord Krishna and devotees. Step 2, we should purify our intelligence by reading the Bhagavad Gita every day. Our intelligence will be purified. Step 3, we should focus our mind and purify consciousness. By chanting the Hare Krishna mantra and meditating on Krishna, our consciousness will be purified. So now we know the technique of mind control. What is the power of meditation? The word mantra in Sanskrit is split into 2 words, man and tra. Mind, man means mind, and tra means to deliver the mind from anxiety, fear, and depression. The best mantra in the Kali Yuga age is the Hare Krishna mantra. The Hare Krishna mantra is not different from Krishna himself. When you're chanting his holy name, he will be there to purify your consciousness. Chant Hare Krishna and be happy. Jai Shri Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, my name is Vedang and I'm going to be talking about yoga process. So you may ask, what does yoga mean? Yoga is the process of linking ourselves with the Supreme. As per the Bhagavad Gita, there are 4 types of yogas: Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Dhyan Yoga, and Bhakti Yoga. What is Karma Yoga? Karma Yoga is when we connect to Krishna by offering the results of karma to Krishna. For example, donating your hard-earned money for Sankirtan movement or deity worship. What is Jnana Yoga? Jnana Yoga is when we connect to Krishna through the knowledge of scriptures. For example, when we understand we are not the body and material world is temporary, we become detached and liberated. Dhyan Yoga is when we connect to Krishna by meditating Krishna as the super soul inside of our heart. For example, yogis meditate in the horse and Krishna. That is called the Ashtanga Yoga. Bhakti Yoga is when we connect to Krishna directly by rendering devotional service with faith and love. For example, chanting Hare Krishna mantra, reading and writing scriptures, and thinking of Krishna. So you may ask, which yoga is the best? According to Bhagavad Gita 6.47, Yoginam api sarvesam mad gatin antar atmana Shraddhavan bhajetama same yukta tamo mata. Translation. And of all the yogis, the one with great faith, who always abides in me, thinks of me within himself and renders transcendental loving service to me. He is the most intimately united with me in yoga and is the highest of all. That is my opinion. ISKCON is not saying this. Srila Prabhupada is not saying this. Krishna himself is saying this. How do you practice? Accept the things favorable for Krishna. We should always follow A, B, C, D. A for association, B for books, C for chanting, and D for diet. A, having association of spiritually minded people. B, undertaking study of scriptures daily. C, perform Hare Krishna mantra meditation. D, offer food to Krishna which further becomes prasad and we can consume it. We should always follow A, B, C, D. We should reject these 4 things. These are unfavorable things for Krishna. We should not eat non-veg, intoxication, gambling, or illicit sex. Non-veg, for example, meat and fish. We should not eat fish. No alcohol, no drugs, no stock market speculations, casinos, or vulgar talks and obscene films. We should always follow A, B, C, D and never follow these 4 things. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, my name is Subhavrata. Today I will be talking about why preaching is the essence. So if someone comes to you and asks you, what's the essence of Bhagavad Gita? What one verse summarizes all the contents? You can say Bhagavad Gita 18.66. Sarva dharman parityaja mamekam sharanam raja aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshayishvami masacha. And the translation reads, abandon all varieties of religion and just surrender unto me. I shall deliver you from all sinful reactions. Do not fear. So here Krishna is telling us to fully surrender unto him. So how do we do this? By fully surrendering means to serve Krishna and be fully dependent on him. And by serving Krishna and fully being dependent on him, we can satisfy everything else. So for example, when you're watering a plant, instead of going from leaf to leaf, branch to branch, we just end up watering the root. And by watering that root and one specific location, we can nourish the whole plant. Similarly, by depending on Krishna and serving him, we can satisfy everything else. Krishna then further instructs in Bhagavad Gita 18.68, Yaidam paramam goyam madbhaktesha vidhashyati bhaktim mai param kritva mame vaishasya samsaya. And the translation reads, for one who explains the supreme secret to the devotees, pure devotional service is guaranteed, and at the end he will come back to me. So here Krishna is saying that by engaging in preaching and the distribution, we are becoming dear to Krishna. Srila Prabhupada then quotes that books are the basis. Srila Prabhupada spent sleepless nights translating Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam just so we can have it in a simplified form. And then he says that these books are the basis. Then he says purity is the force. By practicing our personal sadhana and then chanting regularly and daily, we can increase our purity, which will be the driving force. Then utility is the principle. For example, we're using this projector, this microphone, this computer, all in the service of Krishna. And last but not least, preaching is the essence. So now let's talk about what is preaching. Does it mean to convert from religion A to religion B? No. Does it mean to bombard the ignorant with spiritual knowledge? No. So then what does preaching really mean? Preaching means caring. We care, therefore we share, and we share because we care. So now let's talk about why do we care, or when do we know to care? So let's say you care for someone. By caring for someone, you're able to show love. And to love someone, you should know the relationship. Let's take a quick example. Your mother, your father, your siblings, like brother and sister. Why do you care for them? Why do you love them? Because you know the relationship. For example, if you're walking down the street and you see a homeless man, you might not feel like you care or you love them because you don't know that connection. But Bhagavad Gita teaches us who are we. We are not this body but the spiritual soul. And who is God? God is Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna, who is like a father to all of us. And what is our relationship to God and all living entities? We are all like brothers and sisters, since we're all part and parcel to the one Supreme Father, who's Krishna. So the Bhagavad Gita reference for this is Bhagavad Gita 15.7, which says, Mamevam sa jiva loke, jiva bhuta sanatana, manasastrani indriyani, prakritistani kashyati. And the translation is, the living entities in this conditioned world are my eternal fragmental parts. So also in Bhagavad Gita 5.18 it says, the humble sages see everyone with equal vision. So by this we can easily understand that universal brotherhood, the peace movements, all of these non-violence movements cannot be attained or achieved without universal fatherhood and without linking ourselves and connecting ourselves to Krishna. So then we can see the voyage of compassion, Srila Prabhupada, how he came to America at the age of 69 when everybody else was retiring. He could have practiced his personal sadhana and stayed in Vrindavan to practice his own spiritual life. But instead he came to America to give us his love and compassion and to show us how to care for everybody. And so there was this one time where the early Srila Prabhupada disciples, they said that they were attracted to Srila Prabhupada's love and compassion. They realized that he was truly their genuine well-wisher. So then now we know why do we care and when to care. Let's talk about what do we share. So there's three things that we share. First is sacred sound, the holy name, the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. The Hare Krishna Mahamantra purifies the soul. And then we share sacred food. The sacred food, or Krishna Prasadam, offered to Krishna, always ends up purifying the body. And last but not least, sacred knowledge. And sacred knowledge, which is transcendental books such as Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam, which nourishes and purifies the mind and intelligence. And this together is the Sankirtan movement. So then, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu predicts that in every town and village on the surface of the globe, the holy name will be spread and broadcasted. So now let's see Srila Prabhupada's contribution in just 11 years. So he traveled the world 14 times, establishing 108 temples and many eco-farms. He also translated many of our Vedic scriptures which we have today, spending sleepless nights. And then he also started the Sankirtan movement. We can see an example of this is in India when there was a Rath Yatra in Puri and other places of India. Now we can see it happen in America, Canada, in streets of New York, and etc. Alright. And last but not least, he established Food for Life. One time in Mayapur, when Srila Prabhupada was there with his disciples, he was eating khichdi on leaf plates. And as usual, after he was done, he threw it away in the trash can. And then he noticed that the poor boys, Mayapur boys, came and started licking the plates and the remnants to get some source of food. And then after seeing that, he started crying. He said, wherever there's an ISKCON, in the 10-mile radius, no one should go hungry. And that's why he established Food for Life, and we have Sunday program every Sunday at ISKCON. So we appeal to everyone. Please join the Sankirtan movement to spread love and compassion and ultimately help peace. So, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna, wasn't it wonderful? The young devotees giving the philosophies from Bhagavad Gita. This whole presentation given by the students is practiced, prepared under the supervision of Shubhanga Krishna Prabhu. So we should also give a round of applause for his efforts. And after the philosophy class, let's come back to the fun part. And we have another play or drama called the Me and My Mind.
Hare Krishna everyone. So some of our Radha Madhav group just presented Art of Mind Control. If we can control our mind, then mind will be our friend, otherwise it will be our enemy. Srila Prabhupada gave us an analogy. A knife in the hand of a surgeon can give life, but the same knife in the hand of a murderer can take away life. Based on this principle, we'll now present a drama, Me and My Mind.
Because his mind is telling him to sleep, okay? He woke up and he didn't sleep. Forgetting that he has to study because his mind is very he's getting distracted because his mind is getting distracted.
He doesn't forget that his mind is telling him to both are fading. They are controlled. His body and mind is controlled. Okay? Look at this. Controlled, yeah. He's sleeping, but his mind is still doing that.
always remember Krishna. Never forget Krishna.
Hello, I am in the Madan Mohan group and my name is Mayan. Hello, I'm in the Madan Mohan group and my name is Manan.
Hello, I'm in the Madan Mohan group and my name is Arnav.
Hello, I'm in Radha Madhav group. My name is Bhuvi.
The dance was choreographed and made sure that it is rehearsed. Oh, sorry, the dance is still to come. Spoiler alert, beep. The dance is still to come, but the drama that we just saw was done under the supervision of Aparupa Radhika Devidasi Mataji. Let's put up a round of applause for her. And as I've already done the spoiler, there is an amazing dance coming up by the girls of Madan Mohan and Radha Madhav. So let's put up a round of applause for the beautiful Gopis. And of course, with quiz comes prizes. So I would like to invite the medalist. And for the medalist to come, I would like to invite Achyut Mohan Prabhu to come and give these medals to these young devotees to encourage them into philosophy and, of course, Calgary Vedic Academy. Okay, for the gold medal is Shubhabrata Nandi. Please come and honor the stage. For silver, it's Tolgane, and bronze is Samaira. So please come up to the stage here.
Are we first?
Thank you so much. Now we also have trophies for the students who were regular and of course were putting in their commitment and effort for Calgary Vedic Academy classes. And to give away the trophies, I would like to invite Krishna Vidya Prabhu to please come on the stage. Now I would be announcing the names, so once you hear your name, please come up to the stage here. I'll start with the Radha Madhav. Mukund Lakhanpal, she is in India. Samaira Malhotra, Shubhabrata, Bhuvi, Sia and Vedang. From Madan Mohan. Saina from Madan Mohan. Vrinda, Arnav Sharma, Saharini, Manan and Vyoma. Eva and then Samantha. Take the trophies. Okay, the next class, Gopinath. Millie, Dhyanam, Ishanavi, Arna Goyal, Yash Gupta. Okay, and the last, the Bal Govind, Eva Jam, Raj Gandhi, and Mitra Kaushik. Hari Bol. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Now the kids and their smiling bright faces would not have been possible without the efforts of teachers, so we would also like to appreciate them and their efforts in doing and making this a success. For giving little trophies to the teachers, I would like to invite Vedvyas Prabhu to please come up here on the stage and honor the teachers with the trophies. Shubhanka Krishna Prabhu. Amrit Hari Prabhu, Purushottam Prabhu. Okay, Sumitra Madhvi Mataji, Ujjwal Rukmini Mataji, Malvika, Vishnupriya Mataji, Himani Mataji, and Kalini Mataji. Kalini Mataji, of course, is not teaching. She's too senior for that. She doesn't want to teach kids anymore. But she is taking up the finances and has been handling the school really, really well. So please, Mataji, come up to the stage.
And Aruna Chitra Mataji also.
During Gratitude Fair, we collected an amount of $750 completely because of the efforts of the volunteers and parents involved. We topped up the amount 2,000 and we would be donating the amount from the school to the temple. So, Aparupa Radhika Mataji, please hand over the envelope to Vedvyas Prabhu.